Hi, everyone. Sarah here. I hope you're sitting down. This is going to be kind of a wild video, and it's just going to show you and prove to you the power of our energy and the power of stuck energy, the power of moving energy. Because when you've experienced emotional abuse, narcissistic abuse, an upbringing of neglect and abuse, emotional unavailability, those are all desires, those are all dreams, those are all things that we want, those are all energies that we want to move towards. And oftentimes along our journey, we get stuck and we get blocked in this. And I want to share with you a very real and very recent experience. Like, I literally am coming on here now because it just cleared it and moved it and released it. And that is the power of energy. Our words have energy, our thoughts have energy. And the strongest energy we have, the strongest energetic force we have, is the power of our beliefs, but not just the things that we say, not the conscious beliefs that we say because we want them to be true, but really subconsciously and unconsciously, there's a belief that it's not true. And I say this all the time. That's why if you're having and feeling resistance, energetic, emotional blocks to the things that you want, the things that you're trying to call in, and you're using affirmations and mantras and statements of truth or whatever label you've decided to put on them, like, I am enough, I am loved, I am abundant, I am blessed, and you're not feeling those things, that is because something internally is energetically blocking that and stopping that. Whatever is blocking is stopping. And that's the power of movement and the inability to move. And this is so real. We go into this inside my program, Transforming Past Pain to Present Power. I just recently posted a testimonial from week 1. I ask you, what's changed? and one of the recent things that someone shared was, I cannot believe the power of our mind. We have real proof inside this program, proof of energy. And our words create energy, but it's not so much just the words, it's the energetic beliefs behind them. And these get programmed within us when we're wee little lads, when we're tiny little ones, because of our experience, because of our surroundings. And that's this whole nature nurture thing. And that is, we're hearing things, we're seeing things, and we're seeing things that are off. We're hearing things that are off, and we're wondering how it relates to us, what it's got to do with us. And all of those words and all of those things that they develop and they form beliefs. Yes, words can form things. That's why there's such a huge movement in the manifestation world, because your words form things. You can manifest a house, you can manifest a relationship, all of those things because of the energy behind them. But when that energy is stuck, static, off, blocked, you're going to find it really difficult, and you're going to believe and think that there's something wrong with you, but you're going to feel this lack of energy moving through you. And I want to share this with you. The reason why I'm filming this video today and I didn't do it yesterday is because of this. Beep, beep. It's like, what the hell is that? And then, duh, the smoke alarm detectors. So annoying. So I go downstairs and I look through the drawer where the batteries are, and I've got AA and I've got AAA. No, these things require 9 volt. I don't have any 9 volt. So I put myself in my car and I drive to the nearest store and I buy some 9 volt batteries. I get home, I put the battery in, it's still plugged in, put the battery in, new battery, fresh battery. I cut my finger trying to do it. See that? Not fun. And put it back up there. Oh, that sound's gonna stop. Beep. Beep. And I'm feeling the energy inside of me, the energy of annoyance, the energy of frustration, the energy of WTF-ness. Like, what? What do you want? I just gave you attention. I just changed you, and I'm feeling this energy move and change inside of me, and I'm getting frustrated and I'm getting angry, and I'm like, what? I just put something new in you. You're supposed to work when something new goes in you. Well, theoretically, that's the way that things work. That's the way that this world works. That's the way it's supposed to go. And you know that things don't always go the way that you hope that they go or the way that they're supposed to go. There's roadblocks. There's other things going on, things that you can't see, but things that sometimes you can hear and things that you can certainly feel. I couldn't see what was going on, but I could hear it in the beep. And I could feel it in my body like, raw. And so I was like, I don't know. 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 This is so annoying. This is so frustrating. I'm going to do other things. And so yesterday I did other things. And the place where the smoke detector was, I was like, okay, I'm gonna sleep through the night and put some sound on, some background, some white noise, some meditation. I'm gonna shut the door. And I was able to sleep. And I went to yoga today and I was like, oh, so great. And then came back and beep. I wanted to take a sledgehammer to the ceiling. I was like, don't do that. Okay. Everything is figure outable. And there's a lesson in everything. Clearly, we're at a solution and a resolution because I'm able to make this video without the annoying background noise. So after getting home and unplugging and replugging and making sure the positive was with the positive and the negative was with the negative so that things were aligned and things were where they were supposed to be and how they were supposed to be and everything fit and everything was like nice, right? The way we want our lives to be. Everything fit, everything nice, it's working, it's smooth. I'm not irritated, I'm not annoyed. What the hell? What is going on? What is the problem? I fixed you. I did what I'm supposed to do. And we have that mindset in our lives. I did what I was supposed to do. Why are you not working? Why are you still fat? And we still experience that. We experience it and we feel it in our body. The beauty in this experience, because if you followed me for any length of time, you know that I'm a full and massive and intense believer there's opportunity and there's beauty and there's lessons in every experience, even annoying smoke detector things. There's opportunities and lessons from past heartache, from past heartbreak, from past emotional neglect and emotional unmet needs and projection of other people's pain that we've carried all of our lives. There's opportunity and there's growth and there's lessons in that. There's beauty in that. And there's energy in that as well. And that energy gets stuck and blocked and it gets trapped within us, within our unconscious mind. And it expresses in our body in different ways. And there's so much beauty in that. So I went to Dr. YouTube and typed in, why is my smoke detector still beeping after I've replaced the battery? And I've had this happen with my laptop before, and it was incredible. And it was like, duh, because I've had this happen with me before, and this happens with every client that comes to me. There's stuck energy, there's stale energy, there's things within you that are blocking the flow. And so what they said to do was disconnect the cord, remove the battery, so there's no connection to any kind of energetic source, and push and hold the button. And when you push and hold the button for 15 seconds, you'll hear, and on the video, you hear this psh, and that is the stale, stuck, blocked energy being pushed and cleared out of the system. Our bodies work in very much the same way. Our bodies are batteries of energy. I'm going to grab something to show you, to prove this to you. I'll be right back. Ta-da! That was fast. So this is called an energy stick. Steve Spangler's, I got it on Amazon. It's super cool. You can see that there's a positive side and you can see that there's a negative side. You can also see through it. All it is cords and wires. You can see through the very end. I don't know how well you can see through that here, but there's no batteries in this at all. Our bodies are the batteries. Just like those smoke detectors have a battery in them, they also are connected to wires. And the only way that I got it to stop beeping was to clear and push and remove out that stale, stagnant, stuck energy, was to unplug, to remove the battery, because that's an energetic source as well, and then push the button, which pushed the energy through the system. And you could hear it. Maybe not exactly like that, but you could literally hear it. And then on the video, it said to release the button, And then it said to do it again, just to make sure, just to confirm the clearing and the pushing and the removing of the stale energetic bind that was stuck in that system. And the moment I did that and put the battery back in and then reconnected the wire and replaced it, twisted it, you guys to experience the beauty of the silence, the bliss, because that stale, stuck, stagnant energy was pushed, moved, and cleared out. Our bodies are the same way. We are energetic beings. And to prove this to you, I'm going to use Steve Spangler's energy stick that, just like the batteries I put into the smoke alarm detector, have a positive and have a negative. And if you're just connected to one side, it doesn't work. But watch what happens when I complete the circuit and I connect the energy, as there's energy moving and flowing through my body that's positive and negative, just like a battery. Watch. Every time I make the connection, my body is the battery. Your body is the battery. Your body has stored positive and negative energy in it. And what happens, just like that smoke alarm and smoke detector, beep, beep. Your body is signaling to you, is signing to you, is indicating to you that there is stuck and blocked energy, that something is not flowing. It's a warning. Warning, beep. Warning, beep. Okay, I get it. And you can't just take out a battery and put a new one in because it's still connected. It was connected via the wires. You need to unplug and push and clear all of that negative energy, any energy. It may have been positive, it may have been negative, because when I pushed that reset button, it sounded like static and you could hear it leaving, being pushed out. It sounded like I was like, oh my God. Our bodies are the same way. We're energetic beings. And that's exactly what happens when you have lived through a narcissistic relationship, an emotionally abusive relationship, an emotionally unavailable relationship, whether it was with your initial people, with your caregivers, with your parents, or with it was people that you chose with your partners. They had tons of negative energy that they projected onto you. And it went into you, into your body, into your subconscious mind. And now it's formed by your thoughts and the phrases and the words that you use to speak about yourself, who you are and what you're capable of. I can't do that. I'll never have that. And you may be trying to counteract it with the positive side, like, I am enough, I'm abundant, I am loved. But it's like that energy behind the negativity is like, no, you're not, no, you're not, no, you're not. And it's like this internal war and battle and buildup that makes you feel stuck and blocked in life, that really makes you feel like, yeah, like I felt every time I heard the beep. And the beep didn't care that I was irritated or agitated or angry. It kept on keeping on all through the night last night. Beep. Consistently and constantly letting me know that something was off. Beep, beep. And I remember reading a Dr. Wayne Dyer book like years ago, and he talked about that. He was out on his lawn for meditation, and the lawnmower guy kept coming by, and he was like, every time, every Tuesday when I'm out here and I'm meditating out in the beautiful open air and the lush green grass, and you take your loud lawnmower, and he shares the story of how he chose to focus on the sound and really tune into the hymn of the and that thing that just like the same way that the sound of the smoke detector made me feel. And I really tried to tune into that and change it. And Dr. Wayne Dyer said that he tried to refocus his energy around the sound of the lawnmower and have it be something that was a point of agitation and focus, and maybe it's something that he could focus on, and that he could change to find bliss and pleasure in, and take those things that we're agitated and irritated by and really focus on changing our state around them. And I tried doing that last night, through the night, with the beep. And I know it sounds crazy, but for a moment I was able to. I was like, thank you. You're continuing to let me know that something is off. I'm grateful for you letting me know that something is off. And change my state into a state of gratitude, into a state of awareness of the sound, and grateful for the sound that it's trying to send me a message, it's trying to tell me something is off. I require attention. I require connection. When I was able to connect to the smoke alarm detector and give it the attention that it needed and not figure it out on my own, I continued on the journey. Dr. YouTube, what's wrong? I was able to find a source that allowed me to clean and clear and remove the stuck and blocked energy that was built up in it. And now you're a witness. There's no more sound. There is a beautiful sound, and it's the sound of my voice and stillness and silence and peace. And there's a sound of my heart beating much more calmly, much more peacefully, instead of, there's the feeling of my hands relaxed now, instead of like, what? And we can feel it, and we can feel this movement and this energy in our body, because we are energetic beings. And when you've gone through years or decades of emotional abuse and neglect, you have a buildup of negative energy inside of you, a buildup, a storage house of negative, limiting, unconscious beliefs that you've developed about yourself, things that you believe about yourself, lies that you believe about yourself that have built up in the negativeness of who you are and what you're capable of and what you deserve, that's blocking you from receiving those things that you desire. Most people come into my world and they desire healthy relationships. They desire to be able to put themselves first and to do things for themselves without feeling selfish, without feeling bad, without feeling guilty. They desire inner peace. They desire freedom, emotional freedom. They desire this ability to maybe, get a new job or go do something that they've always wanted to do. They desire to be a better parent. They desire to be a more caring, loving, compassionate person, first for themselves and then for others, because it all starts within. It begins within. And when you have a buildup inside of you of negative energy and it hasn't yet been stuck, removed, cleared, pushed out, the same way that smoke detector required, you're going to continue to hear that inner alarm go off. Beep. Beep. And you're going to try and ignore it for a while, the same way that I tried to ignore it. And you may try something, just like I tried to replace the battery, going, that should be enough, that should do it, that should work, and realize that it didn't. And get even more angry, more irritated, more agitated every time you hear that warning signal, beep. What I did, what it's, what? And you're going to feel the emotion come into your body, that very familiar emotion, the irritation, the agitation, the frustration. And you're going to feel angry and you're going to feel like, well, I know I shouldn't take a sledgehammer to the ceiling because then I'm going to have to fix that. And that just creates more problems. And this is proof. What more do you need? Oh, thank you, Steve. We're energetic beings. And what we need, especially when you come from a relationship, maybe a lifelong relationship with partners, with parents who were not there for you. You have a buildup of this negative energy that needs resetting, that needs recalibrating, so your internal warning system stops beeping at you. And then you enter this war with that, and you tell it to beep off. And it doesn't care what you say. It just continues to let you know that you need to do something. Beep. And if you ignore it, it just seems to get louder. It seems to become more frequent. It was like laying in bed last night. I swore that I could ignore it, that I could drown it out, that I could focus on it and change it and use it as this meditative state. And I swear it sounded louder and more frequent when I tried to do that instead of just clearing it out, removing all the buildup of that energy. We're no different than the smoke detector. Just like it builds up energy and it needed to be pushed and cleared out simply to replace the battery was not enough. We're the same way. Just like sleeping re-energizes our batteries. Sometimes just sleeping is not enough. You need a reprogramming, a pushing and a clearing out of all of the buildup of that negative energy, those negative unconscious beliefs you have about yourself, because unconsciously you're living in the state of unconsciousness 95% of the time. You're only 5% living in a state of consciousness, awareness. Everything else is automatic and unconscious. That's why you can do so many things at one time without having to tell yourself that you're doing them. That's why you get up and you do this and then you do that and then you do that and then you get to work and it's like, so tell me everything you did this morning. Because the vast majority of it was unconscious. There's a storehouse that allows you to do the things without having to think about, pick up my arm, move it over here, put my arm down, now pick it up and then grab the toothbrush. And you don't have to think about it. You just hair, makeup, dressed, go, coffee. And you don't have to think about it. It's just you naturally just do it. You get in this you get in this flow and you get in this rhythm of doing it. And our bodies are the same way. And when you've had an emotionally unavailable, neglectful, and abusive past, you've got this storage house of energy that needs to be pushed and cleared and removed so that you can reset, so that you can function the way that you were intended to and designed to. And I know this happened so that I can connect with the story and bring the story to you guys and share the story with you. And whether you decide that we're a better fit to work one-to-one or that you're ready to just go through the program of transforming your own past pain to present power, both are going to incredibly, phenomenally change you and allow you to reset, to push, to remove, to clear out that buildup of the negative energy around the belief systems that you've developed about yourself so that you can reset, recalibrate, realign your mind and your life and get it back on the right path. The path of believing in yourself, the path of trusting yourself, the path of reconnecting with yourself and knowing who you are without the buildup of all of that negativity. So I had to laugh once the beeping stopped because I was like, oh, now I need to make a video and share this with everyone because it's so relatable. It's everything and it's our way of being, and it's such a beautiful way of being because we have the ability, we have the capacity, we have the capability to push, remove, and unblock and clear out the things that are keeping us stuck and bound and beep. I'm grateful for that system. If it didn't warn me, I wouldn't know that it needs connection and it needs attention, that it needs resetting so that it can function and work properly. And knock on wood, but it can be there for me when I need it most, perhaps in the future. And I hope I never do. But you know what I mean. But I'm grateful for it. I'm thankful for it. And you too have an internal alarm, a warning system. And if it's going off, there's something inside of it that needs pushing, clearing, and removing so that it can reset, recalibrate, realign, and function the way that it's designed to. And it is functioning the way that it's designed to now. You're hearing and feeling that beep. My question to you is, are you ignoring it? Are you giving up on it? Have you done something like I did and replaced the battery, but that wasn't enough? It needs something more. It needs something different. And are you giving yourself that something more and something different? Or are you just trying to do what I did the first night and close the door and try and just live through it? That is no way to live. When your body has years and years and years of negative energy built up and stored up in it and negative and unconscious limiting beliefs about yourself, that is no way to live. And you are not designed to live that way because your internal beep system is going off continuously, constantly. And the longer and longer you try and ignore it, the louder and louder it will scream at you. And the more frequent it seems to be, even though it's not, but it feels like it is, because it's like, stop ignoring me. And I bet you're hearing that within yourself. Stop ignoring me. And there's something that you need to give time, attention, focus to, positive energy to, so that you can clear that out. And that's exactly what transformational healing does for you and allows you to accomplish and achieve, is a clearing, the pushing, and the removing of that energy, so that your body finds itself in its natural, healthy state again, realigning your mind, reprogramming the subconscious thoughts and beliefs you have about yourself, so that you can live that life that you want to without that internal alarm system going off. It's still there. It will always be there. But so you can stop the beeping. That's what I want for you. That's what I would give myself after years of narcissistic abuse, emotional abuse, after years of limiting beliefs about myself from childhood emotional neglect. It's all connected, it's all related, and it's all an energy. And it's an energy that I hope that you find connection with and clearing out. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah! I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that the beep has stopped. And I want it to stop for you too. Again, you can find more information in the description below. And until next time, mwah, sending you so much love.